And good Sunday for me afternoon, good morning, eve, noon, midnight, everything that Xander has said in chat. Welcome everybody. Good to have you all here on a Sunday. And it is kind of my, let's see, has it been 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks since I last streamed? I think it has. Has it? Gosh, I can't even remember. It's been such a busy week. As you know, if you've been following along, it has been, wow, what a week. And I'm so glad that I was able yesterday to get a video online. If you've not checked that out, be sure and go check out my video on trying to stream. Well, hang on. Trying to stream with this guy, and that was quite a test. And actually, there are a few of you, specifically Mr. Landfill, who get a little shout out in the video for that. But that was a lot of fun to put that together. Not really retro related, but it is a question that a lot of folks asked me, could you actually stream using the Clockwork U console? This is a really fun device, I will say. It is limited just because it is based on the Raspberry Pi 4. If we could get the Compute Module 5 in here, there's a lot more that this can do, but it is a fun device, highly recommended. There are various versions of this processor-wise, but I highly recommend the CM4 version if you have one of these. Now, these are hard to come by right now too, so the chip shortage has not lightened it up for these at all. So apologies for that. But for those of you who may not know who I am, let's see if I can still do this. I am Stephen Combs. I am Retro Combs. I don't think we have anybody new in chat, but we may have somebody new watching. If you're watching and you're not in chat, you're missing half the fun, because the chat room is the friendliest chat you will find on YouTube at this particular time. So if you're just watching, be sure to connect your phone to chat with your TV if you're watching on the TV, or if you're not in, if you're watching it on YouTube, be sure to bounce into chat, because we have some great people in chat this morning or afternoon or wherever you are. And let's just go ahead and see who some of our cast of characters are. Now, I'm really excited about today, if you can't tell. I am super excited today because I'm going to be opening today the ZX Spectrum Next. I'm in America. Should I say ZX Spectrum? ZX Spectrum. You tell me in chat. You guys tell me ZX, ZX. What should I call this thing? ZX Spectrum, ZX Spectrum Next. Anyway, the Kickstarter 2 is here and arrived. And I know a lot of people have already opened theirs. There's actually been a lot of videos, but we've not done it here together on the channel. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's see who we have in chat. I believe we started out with, let me go up here. I've got to clean out this right here. Looks like Heinz was really early on. Yesterday he was saying, I hope I can join this time. I don't know that he's made it yet, so hopefully we'll get a chance to see him a little bit later if he can be here. Mr. Landfill technically wins again as the first person here in chat. He gets it every single week, so always great to have him. Taro is here. Good evening. Weekend coming to an end for him. We have Xander, who is saying good morning, noon, eve, night, Z80 retros. So there you go. So normally what we've been using is, we're calling everybody in chat the Retro Combians. Xander is today suggesting that maybe we go by good, let's say Z80 retros. I don't know. Well, in chat, let us know. Let's see, we have Ubelli is here. Ubelli, man, usually I know if you've been here before or not. I don't think you have, although you could have been here during my disastrous AmiKit video. Let me know, but I think this is your first one here. Our executive producer Mislav is with us. Good to have you here. Oh, look, he's mixed up his little logo. He's got the Amiga bouncing ball on there. Digging that. Who else do we have? Joseph is here. Joseph or Joseph, I'm just not sure. I'm going to say Joseph for today. We'll go ahead and use that. Welcome, good to have you here. Neil has popped in. Good to have you, Neil. Regular cast of characters, which I love. We got just a great group. As a matter of fact, I mentioned that in my newsletter that just dropped, that I'm going to start tracking, I'm not tracking attendance. Well, that's the educator in me. I'm tracking attendance in live streams. I'm not tracking who's here, but I'm going to start tracking how many people we have in live streams every live stream, because the number seems to be growing a little bit, and we're developing a really great community of Retro Combians. So going forward in the newsletter, I'll be tracking how many people attended each live stream so that we can see and look at some trends and some other things. So that should be kind of fun. I'll tell you a little bit later how you can get the newsletter if you're interested in that. Let's see, anybody else new? Oh, Chris popped in. Hey, Chris, good to have you here. Thanks for popping in. Outstanding that he was able to get in here today. And I think that is it. Let me see what my counter says. My counter is letting me know that I have about 13 viewers right now. So it's a smaller little group today, but it's always fun to be with 13 fun like-minded folks who are interested in the ZX Spectrum. But you know what? Before that, and I'll be keeping an eye. Oh wait, let's see. ZX Spectrum. ZX Spectrum is what you all are preferring. I have a lot of love for the +4. Always wanted one, and now have two. Oh, congratulations, Neil. +4. I have a C16 and a +4. As a matter of fact, I need to get the C16 memory upgrade working. I haven't done that. Ubi says been here once before, I believe. Hangs around in the Mega 65. Ah, gotcha. Maybe that's where I've seen you too. So that's why the name may have confused me, but happy to have you here. Thanks for joining. Again, looking at about 14 of you. 14 of your closest friends are here today. We have about 11 likes. So if you've not hit that like button, please do that. That'll help people. And hey, if you want, if you're on social media right now or can get access to it, share the link, let people know what we're doing today and get more people in here. All right, so there we go. Before we get into the ZX Spectrum though, I do have a couple of new boxes. So I want to get those opened up and show you a few things that we have here and talk a little bit about what we're going to do to them. And then we're really going to focus today on the ZX Spectrum. Let me remind everybody that on the ZX Spectrum, I never had a ZX Spectrum back in the day, ever. I think I touched a Timex Sinclair, which was the American version of the original little Spectrum, or the ZX80. The doorstop is, I think, Bill Hurd likes to call them the little doorstops. A friend had one. I remember trying that little membrane keyboard. So I'm really excited to give this a shot. So there's a lot of things I'm not going to know about this machine. So it should be really interesting for me, again, because I've never touched one. So I'm going to be counting on those of you in the chat room to help me out a little bit and let me know what I should be doing. Tell me now, as I'm getting some boxes ready, let me know in chat if you have ZX, whatever, experience, Timex, Sinclair, any experience. Let me know who we're going to be relying on today for my experience and my knowledge absorption here. So I'm actually looking forward to it though, because I don't know a lot about it. It should be fun. I did kind of sneak over here. You can see it back here, the Mega 65. I think there's a video here where I'm going to compare the two remakes. I think I'm going to be doing something with that. If you think that's something that would be kind of fun, let me know in chat if you'd like to see and you can't really, they're not apples to apples, but I think what I want to do is look at them from a standpoint of recreating an original with modern components and maybe just compare and contrast. So I'm thinking about that. Gosh, I've got so many videos in my mind that I need to get out. I've got a list of them, a lot to go. So the first thing I want to do though is I want to open another little box right here. We got this one right here. So let's go down to our unboxing view, which is this one right here. And I will keep an eye on chat. Let's see. Mislav says, had a QL for a while, did not like it. Uh-oh, that's not good. And Neil wants to know, am I the only Brit here? Probably. I think you might be. So Neil, good to have you represented here. Hey, call your friends, tell them they need to get online and they can share their experience with this thing. I think we need a group shot of the Next and the Mega 65. I tell you what I will do, Taro. I'll try and remember to do that right after this because I'm gonna have them both out. I'll try and get a shot up. I will put that on my Twitter. You can find me on X. I guess I shouldn't call it Twitter. You can find me on X at Stephen Combs. For those of you in the Discord, which is always where I share a lot more pictures, a lot of behind the scenes, I'll be sure and put that there as well. Maybe a couple more shots there. So there's a little encouragement for you to learn how you can become a part of the Discord community, which is great. QL has a lot of respect now for Meslov. There you go. Neil had a Speccy 48 for about a year, swiftly moved on to the CPC 6128, struggled with the loading on it. I have no experience with CPCs either. Never had a Spectrum either, but had to get the Spectrum Next. Really impressed so far. Well, hey, random acts of chaos. I got it. I was reading it all together going, what in the world? Random act of chaos. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining. Your first time here, I know, but it's great to have you here. Thanks for popping in. The Speccy, with the loading issues. Yep, got it. Anyway, away a bit today. Oh, Jamie. Hey, Jamie, good to have you here. Thanks for popping in. Wanted to tell everybody hi. I'll catch up later. And yeah, Jamie, we will see you later. Jamie is another one of my executive producers along with Mislav. So good to have them both here. Actually, both of those have wrenches, so they help us moderate as well and post links and really help in the chat, which I really appreciate them for that. And if you want to be an executive producer and get the wrench, we'll talk about that here in a little bit later. Bogus Focus. Hey, last time I used Speccy was back in '87. I think this is your first time on my live stream. Welcome. Good to have you here. And again, glad you guys are chatting in the chat room together. Look forward to seeing others' uses. Yep. Taro says, I got a 48K rubber key. +3 and the Ingo. The Ingo is if I'm not mistaken, that's the recreation, right? That's another recreation of the ZX Spectrum. A little bit different than the Spectrum 2 Next. Xander says, I only got one on loan when I was 14 or so for a few bucks before I bought a C128, which in my mind, that would have been a better computer, which my C128 is right there, but we'll see. Again, I don't have experience. So I should not judge. I should not judge without knowing. My Mega 65 is supposed to show up after June. Yeah, and those are coming with the upgraded motherboards, I believe. So that's going to be kind of cool for you. Okay, I digress because I get into chat and I get distracted and I love it. Let's go back here and let's get this little box open. This is something that is retro related, and I have a funny little story about this. I'm going to move out here for just a minute because I have a mailing label on here. I don't want you guys to start spamming me with mail. Well, probably not you guys, but some nefarious folks on, YouTube. Let's get this thing out here. All right, this is from Arcade Shopper, and I think many of you are familiar with Arcade Shopper, but this is from them. This is not from them for like free. This is something I had to replace, unfortunately, and here's the story behind it. So let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and zoom down here a little bit for you. By the way, I figured out the thing I turned off autofocus. I think some of you have been telling me several live streams, hey, turn off that autofocus on that down camera so it quits getting blurry. And you know what? That works. So now we have a much cleaner view down for our. So thank you for reminding me of that. So this is a couple of pieces here. Let me get this out of here. Let's get rid of the boxes here. I'm going to drop those behind here, and I'm going to show you what we have here. Let me go ahead and fold back my address here. And this is what we're looking at. This is the TIPI sidecar Raspberry Pi interface board, 44-pin interface for the TI 994A. Those guys right there. And then I also have the sidecar. Now, those of you who watch me on a regular basis are probably saying, wait a minute, don't you already have a TIPI and don't you already have the sidecar? I did. I did one of the most boneheaded things you could think of. I was trying to get it connected back to, I think it was this one right here, and I grabbed the power adapter because it used a wall wart. I plugged it in and all of a sudden smoke went up. Seems that I had selected the wrong power supply, the wrong wall wart. So that was a disaster and it completely fried out. I tried to replace I did some tests and I tried to replace a few parts that I knew were burned out, but I think it did a lot more damage than what I anticipated. So these are hard to come by. I put an order in, gosh, it's probably been 6-7 months ago to replace them. And then he only releases them as he gets them. So they just came in. So finally here, so I will finally be able to break out the TI again, because it also, in the process, it burned out my 32 kilobyte expansion, and you need that for most games. So here's that piece right here. Now the only problem with that autofocus is it's not really focusing, but here, let me get down here. You can kind of see, although I could do this right here. Let me get you this view right here. You can see that right there. So this has USB for power. This will slide into the side like that. And then this is the actual, if I'm not mistaken, this is the TIPI. So the TIPI will give me all those fun features once I plug on a Raspberry Pi. Probably will do a Raspberry Pi Zero. That's kind of the plan. And let me go ahead and bring this out here. So I've got some work to do because I've got to get a Raspberry Pi all prepared. I've got to get all this together. Now there's also, I think, a 3D case I can put together that will contain all of this. So eventually all of this will go together and give us a TIPI and a memory expansion for the TI and get those back working and get them online. So again, a lot of work to do on that. No experience doing this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the headers, it's pretty easy. This header goes in here, this one goes in here, that plugs in, and then it just supposedly works once I get the Pi installed. And the Pi has a cable that goes into here. So I've got to get all of that. I did not get the cable because I think I still have the cable from the old one, but there you go. That is the plan. So you may see in the future, not in the near future, for sure, you're probably going to see some more TI stuff. So if you're interested in TI stuff, let me know down in the chat that you have an interest in the TI stuff. Looks like the stream is hanging in there today, and I'm kind of excited about that. This could be, I'm trying to think of the timing here, this could be my last stream. How about that for scaring you? Not my last stream period, but my last stream on my cable service Xfinity. Our gigabit install is scheduled for the 13th. So I have 2 gigs up, 2 gigs down coming in on the 13th, right? So Valentine's Day Eve, I will have high-speed 2 gigabit service in this house. I'm actually going to have them bring it in over off this wall over here on the corner and have it down here so I can plug directly into that. So the stream should be rock solid, man. So I am looking forward to that. Jamie, I think, already has his, and he's been working on it. So Xander says you can install components to protect the voltage to a certain level. I know, and they didn't do that on the other board. So I got the joy of ozone and smoke, and that was fun. Okay, I've got another box here before we get into the ZX Spectrum. Y'all are kind of quiet today. You're just kind of hanging out with me, but there's a good group of you, though. That's good. My next arrived just before. Oh, hey, Retro Alarm. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining. Retro Alarm, I believe this is your first live stream with me, so thanks for popping in. It's a lovely machine. Well, we're going to find out here in just a minute, but I've got one more thing I want to share with you guys. This was an impulse purchase, but I did get a really good deal on it, and I blame Jamie over at Jamie's Hack Shack for this, so it is definitely his fault. But let's go ahead and get this one. This is a big box too. This is a big box. We are going to go to the desk view on this one because I think that'll be better. And let's dig into this. Whew, let me get. I'm getting a little parched here. Hold on. Whew. Okay. And for those of you new, you get a chance to see kind of the arrangement here when I'm working. All right. Let's see if we can get this thing open. This was, again, kind of an impulse, but I have plans for it, and I needed something like this. And I got, like I said, a really good deal on this. This was listed at a specific price. I pinged the seller on eBay, gave him a proposal on a price. He kind of met me a little less than in the middle, so that's even better. And I checked it off and said, yeah, let's do that. So here we go. This is, and hopefully it'll work. You know, the whole eBay thing, you never know what you're getting. So let's go ahead and carefully, oh, very nicely packed. I'm going to say that. Y'all are getting a lot of unboxing ASMR today, aren't you? Let me go ahead and pull this out right here because I don't think there's anything else in the box. Let me check. No, but it was very well packed. Very pleased with the way it was packed. Let's go to our top down here. Let me go ahead and see if we can. And guesses what's in here, guys? Let's see. I'll give you a second here to kind of guess what we have while I look. Sidecar. T for Atari. Is that a thing? I don't have that. I don't even have an Atari computer, so that's probably not something I'll look at soon. Although I'd love to get an Atari. I'd love to get an 800. We are excited to see the new Sinclair. I know I'm getting there. Martin, hey Martin, good to have you. Thanks for popping in. We always appreciate having you here. Wonder if we can play old ZX80 games. Yes, I believe we can. I'm late but on time. You are definitely on time. You've only missed one short little thing. And as you know, I usually don't get into the whole subject of the stream for about 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes in. And right at this moment, we're already 20. So good to have you here. This is the last unboxing before we get to the unboxing you all came here for. The other reason I kind of like to do these unboxings and chat with you is it gives people a little bit of time to get here. Any guesses what this is as I'm unwrapping it? I'll be looking in chat. Let's see, how do I want to do this? It looks like it's right here. Okay. Oh, good. I don't need this. Ms. Love, I get to put the knife up. All right. I love the, this guy must sell a lot on eBay. He's even got the eBay packing tape. All right, here we go. And let's get you a little different view here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, again, I'm blaming my buddy Jamie for this one. He had one of these too, and was talking about it. It is a ClearTech TV. Check it out. The ClearTech Prison. Now this is a prison TV, and so that explains why it is clear, so that they can make sure guards can check and make sure that nobody's concealing contraband. But it's really cool. This one has the speakers on it. It's got a nice display. I'm not going to fire it up today to see if it works, but check this out, guys. This is what floors me. Check out these prison TVs. So you've got even kind of like a clear cable here, but look at the ports on this bad boy. Check this out. You've got RF, So we can actually plug in our retro computers to RF, tune to channel 3. We have our, looks like an RCA. We have RCA here. I'm not sure what that is. I have to check. Is that just audio in maybe, or audio out? I have to check. But we have RGB. We have VGA. We have HDMI. There's a USB port on here for something. And we have a headphone jack. So when you look at this thing, looks like we have some, TV, AV menu, and this is the ClearTech. Almost everything I read, everybody recommended that you get the ClearTech brand. This one's in pretty good shape. And there will be a number. This is the justice involved person's number right here, the person who is incarcerated right there. There you go. So just really kind of cool. I'm looking forward to trying it, and I will have a video on this coming up. I'm going to share what I plan to do with that. So pretty cool. What do you guys think? Anybody else seen these? I know Jamie has, because he's the one that suckered me into this one. All right, Prison TV. You didn't have to have someone smuggle it outside. No. This is an eBay purchase. Evidently, these come up on eBay every once in a while. You can find them. I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. For those of you in the Discord, I will post the link to the one that I purchased and get that up there for you. So if you have an interest, again, ClearTech, though, seems to be the brand that you're looking for. There are others who make these as well. I think Magnavox, RCA maybe did these, but everybody seems to think ClearTech is the way to go. Not a lot to it. Look at that. When you actually get in there, this would be great place, a lot of room in there for something like a Raspberry Pi. So you could do some really cool things with that. This could be even a portable little stand-up gaming machine if you get the right controller and everything. That could be kind of cool too. So a lot of cool things that we can do with that. Let's see, where can we put that? Let's I don't know. Let's put that, and we'll just put it over here on the printer for now. There we go. All right. Okie dokie. So there we go. There's our odds and ends for the day. Let's see if we have anything going on in chat. Nothing new in chat right now. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get to the show. But before I do, while I am getting it ready, hey guys, don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can do that by buymeacoffee.com/retrocombs. By the way, you can also hit that thanks button. If you hit the thanks button, I do have some special sounds for you today. I'll be happy to pull those up. But the best way to support the channel is through buymeacoffee.com/retrocombs. You can join at these levels. And I mentioned earlier, the newsletter. If you join at let me make sure I get the right button here. Even at the pet level, you get the newsletter automatically. It's a monthly newsletter I send out. We have some articles in there and some other things. And we have, you also get access to what's happening on the channel, what's coming up in the newsletter. Then you go up to $2 a month for the VIC-20. That'll get you Discord access. So if you want to join our Discord, that's the way that you get in there. And that lets the conversations continue even after the live stream. So chats like this continue in the Discord. Looks like my old executive producer wants to hear the sound. Here it comes.
The lovely accountant thanks you.
There you go, Ms. Love. And I'm going to give you one of these too.
Beep, beep.
All right. So that's pretty cool. I do have some other sounds. Let's see. Since you decided to chime in here, let me give you another one. Oh, yeah, there's that one too. So I'll leave the other one as a surprise. So Mislav, thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's good of you to continue to support the channel. Again, Mislav is an executive producer, so we always appreciate him. And I know the lady upstairs also appreciates him.
The lovely accountant.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks you.
She does. So there you go. All right. Perfect. All right. So again, consider supporting the channel. Here we go. Let's dig into it, shall we, guys? Okay, so here is the box. Now, I'm going to share I didn't take it out of the box. There is this little check on the side here where it's ACC or plus. I evidently have the plus. This has been so long. This is, like I said, it's almost 2.5, 3 years coming. I don't even remember what I bought. I should have looked at the Kickstarter, but I did not. So let's go ahead and dig into the box right here. And be sure to post your questions in the chat. If there's things you want to see as we're doing this, I am happy to answer your questions. Oh man, I'm pretty stoked about this. Let's see if we can get this thing. ACC includes the Raspberry Pi, is what Taro says. That's funny because I don't remember getting the Raspberry Pi, but maybe I did. Funny that you say that. Okay, so we will, hey, anybody want to check and go online and see if that's what that means for me? That way I don't do it and blow. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Let's get this out of the box right here. Whoa, that's nice. Okay, I got a lot of brown boxes behind me. You know what? I almost want to hook that prison TV up to this, but then you wouldn't be able to see it, so we won't do that. We are going to plug this in through the capture card, so you'll be able to experience it with me for the first time as I experience it. All right, look at this. There we go. Got a lot of dirt on here. Let me get that out of here. Okay, let's clean up a little bit here. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I'm a little OCD, aren't I? I'm giving away a little bit, aren't I? All right, so here we go. Here is the Spectrum Next box. Am I zoomed in? Let me see if I can zoom back out a little bit. There we go. That's better. Now you can see a little bit more. Sorry for the light. I do have a studio light right here that's on it. So this is, let me zoom in just a tad more. There we go. TBB Blue is the manufacturer. They're the hardware folks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, nothing beats the smell of a new computer, no doubt, for sure. That's what I think. Marsum, good to have you here. Thanks for being in here. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Taro says nothing beats the smell of the new computer, which I just said that, so I'm repeating myself. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. When is the A500 Maxi coming out? Who knows? It may not even be. I don't know. A lot of people are wondering if that thing's even coming out. But today we're going to focus on the ZX Next. Here we go. Spectrum Next. Whew. I almost don't want to take. Oh, you know what? We should take. Well, let's take. Tell you what. Let's take off the plastic wrapping, so to speak, so that we don't get the reflection when we look at the box. I do want to take us around the box. Oh, I smell some British air coming out of there. Was this made in Britain? No, I don't think it was. I think it's actually manufactured in China, if I remember. So we probably never had a chance to capture any of that good British air. Is that a thing, good British air? Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that since I have Neil in here. Teasing Neil. All right. Here we go. So this is the front of the box right here. Here is our, we'll go around the sides here so that you can see everything right there. Now this is where I kind of wish I had the autofocus back on, but you know, it'll work. It's probably better that it's not just focus. So just the logoing on all sides there. I'll put some pictures of that probably a little bit later. Now we should be able to see the back. Here we go. Prepare to fall in love with a computer all over again. Now it does say a computer. I'm sure I will. Now I can't fall in love with this one again because I never had one to fall in love with. Let's see. The ZX Spectrum Next is the evolution of the original Sinclair 8-bit computer that kickstarted a generation of bedroom programmers whose games shaped the way we play to this day. Boy, that sounds an awful lot like Commodore too, doesn't it? Fully compatible with the ZX Spectrum, including its younger siblings such as the 128, plus 2, and plus 3. You can even load your old tapes. That's pretty cool. Built from scratch with dedicated hardware. This is FPGA based. Again, much like the Mega 65. The ZX Spectrum boasts added features that make playing the original games a breeze and opens the door for brand new titles, taking advantage of its improvements such as better audio, more colors, larger memory, and faster processor. All right, hook it up to a modern TV. I do have the cable right here, HDMI, ready to go. We'll be plugging that in again so that you can see that. It does come with enhanced software. Let's see, we get Baggers in Space, Bikers, Delta, Shadow, Head Over Heels, Next Draw, Next DAW, Xeno Brigade, Wonderland, ooh, that looks fun, TX 1696, The Way of the Exploding Fist, that's nice, and Night Night. And I think these are Next only games. I don't think these were original. I think those are games that comes with the Next and were made for it. FPGA enhanced ZX Z80 CPU running at 3.5 megahertz with an additional turbo mode up to 28. So the Mega 65 is 1, 3.5, and 40.5. So that's very similar. Looks like about 2 megs of RAM on board and what is that? 1.7 megs available to user software. Okay, oh yeah, because some of it would have some overhead from the OS. NextZXOS with full CPM support. That's kind of cool. Graphics 640 by 250. HDMI out, audio, turbo sound. Wow, this has got a lot. 2 DB9 ports, so I'm probably going to need a joystick. Good to know that. PS2 port. Now that's kind of fun because I did not have a PS2 mouse. I understand you can use a PS2 mouse on this, but when I was at World of Commodore, on the free table was a PS2 mouse, and I just happened to grab it. I didn't even think that I would need it for this, so that was perfect. Good snag on that. Hybrid expansion port compatible with ZX Spectrum peripherals, coprocessor, Raspberry Pi. How will I know if I have that? And that's what y'all are saying. If I have that check, I should have the Raspberry Pi Zero already in it. Does have Wi-Fi. You can't connect it to your home network, and then you also have real-time clock. So that is a nice selection of features right there. All right, let's open this thing up. Let me see how it's going. Hey, Vintage Technologies, good to have you here. It's time to turn back the clock because the battle begins again. Mega 65, yeah, you got it, man. Definitely. And I'll be, like I said, I'll probably be doing some comparisons in some future videos on that. Thanks for that. Taro says the Atari 400 Mini is the next one coming. That is on order, by the way, guys, just so you know. Sound capabilities is the same. Does it have turbo sound inside? Let me check, Chris. Sound, it said audio turbo sound next. Yes, AY38912 compatible sound generators with digital audio and support for optimal internal. So yes, does have that. Hey, a retro alarm, good to have you here. Yeah, it's its own evolution. Thank you. You just answered the question for me, probably better than I did because all I did was read it. Now, for those of you just popping in, remember, no experience with the ZX Spectrum. None. ZX80, 81, other than a friend had one, and that's it. Okay, that's it. So this is all brand new. Do not connect the PS2 mouse while the machine is on. Roger that. Got it. As a matter of fact, I don't have one here, but I will remember that, not to do that. So appreciate all the help on that. All right, let's open this bad boy up. Here we go. I need a drink. I'm getting parched, gentlemen. Oh, how are we doing? Let's see. Wow, there's 20 of you. Outstanding. Good to have all 20 of you here. We only have 13 likes, 15 likes. So hey guys, get out there and give a thumbs up on this thing, and don't forget you can do like Mislav did earlier. If you want some sounds or you want me to answer a question and you want to tip me and thank me, you can do that too. So here we go. I'm gonna undo this. Oh, here we go. It's doing that box open creak. How about that? That's pretty cool. Inside the box we have this. Man, I'm really stretching it out, aren't I? Okay, move this down. Oh man, that is beautiful. Hang on, guys. I want a picture of this. I've got to get a picture of this. Hold on just a second right here. I am taking a picture because that is gorgeous. All right, got it. Okay. There's just some things that I won't ever get a picture of again if I don't do it now. So you may see me do that. Woo, man, that's nice. Let's go to the box first. I love the box. This is nice. Here's what I will say. I think the box experience on the ZX Spectrum is better than the Mega 65 was. I'm just gonna say it. This is better. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is really nice here. Look at that. I'll see that. Now this is just gorgeous. Look at this. Now this was a feature of the Kickstarter. If the Kickstarter made a certain amount of money, and again, I don't remember these levels, then we were going to get a power adapter with a switch, and we now have a switch. Now the nice thing is they do include all of the adapters that we need for different parts of the world. So pretty nice. There's the one I need. There's the North American version I need. So let's go ahead and grab that. And let's go ahead and put that on here. It looks like it is a twist, and there we go. So that is ready to roll. This is interesting. What is this? This is, this is the inline switch. So what they've done is they probably had this all prepared, and then they created an inline switch for us. So in order to get that little switch, we're going to be doing this, and then we're going to plug this back into the Spectrum. So we have that. Let me go ahead and put that out here. Okay, let's go ahead and put our top back on here. All right. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Oh man, this is really nice. Gentlemen, this is Ooh, that's got, you know, it's heavier than it's actually a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to set this aside for just a minute. We are definitely going to come back to that. Don't worry. We'll come back to it. But I do want to share with you a little something else here. Let me go. Oh, hi. Cut the wrong camera. Sorry about that. Let's get our desk back here. Let's look here. I'm going to this camera because I think it'll give you a little bit better view. This is, let me, looks like I need to take this up and grab these. Here we go. This is easier. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move the box for us. All right, I'm glad we have some of these things because I'm going to need them. First thing is a quick start guide. You can see that here. What's in the box? It looks like we have your ZX Spectrum contains everything I've already talked about. So I think we are good to go. Initial connections and setup are all right here. I think that's going to be pretty easy. Here's the ports. We'll look at those hardware. Ooh, this is a beautiful quick start guide. This is really nice. The presentation on this is fabulous. And I'm glad it's got special keys over here, which I have no earthly idea what those do. It gives us a little information about the operating system or the browser features here. And then editing keys and special combinations. Oh man, that's the one thing I am not excited about, is having to learn a new keyboard. But hey, that is a really nice piece. Let me get rid of this knife. We don't need that anymore. And then this is the other thing that was really exciting, is the ZX Spectrum Next User's Manual, which I believe if the Kickstarter reached a certain level, we got color. Let me see, is there any color in here? Maybe I'm mistaken on that. Oh no, there is color. There is color. Let's see if there's any, yeah, there's color. There, oh, there we go. There's a good example right there. So my understanding was that was just going to be grayscale unless the Kickstarter reached a certain, man, this is a nice manual. The one thing I'll say though is the paper is a lot more flimsy than the Mega 65 manual was, but each of them, and maybe this is more similar to what the manual was for the original ZX Spectrum. I'm a little concerned that this is not going to take a beating though, because it looks like these could easily. So I'm going to be taking really good care of this, but hey, so far I'm really loving this manual. I can't wait to dig in. I think what I want to do though is I want to see if this is available as a PDF and upload it to my Kindle Scribe and browse and use it from there as opposed to this. But anyway, this is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Check it out. We've even got the schematics in the back. Yeah, this is nice. This is very well done. Very, very well done. One thing I didn't talk about is the price between this and the Mega 65. Again, I'll probably do a full video comparing the two. And even the maybe even the dev kit for the Mega 65 just a little bit. But I think the cost on this, gosh, it's been so long. I want to say this was about $400 all in. And again, I should have looked. Again, when I do a video, prepared video, I will talk about it. I believe it's about $400 all in. And the ZX Spectrum, the Mega 65, there you go. I'm already confusing them, was almost $700, $750 all in to get it here. So this was a little cheaper. But what I'm noticing is the quality of both products are very, very similar. Hey, all right, let's get back. Let me put these out of the way somewhere where they don't get, I didn't even finish my sentence, where they don't get messed up. There we go. And let's go back to here. All right, let's see what we have. This thing is really heavier than I thought it was. I'm just going to say, all right, here's the keyboard. I'm going to hold off on the keyboard. I know a lot of people want to know what the keyboard sounds like and what it feels like. I love the styling. I love the industrial design on this. I know this is based on, I say I know. My understanding is this is based on the styling of the ZX Spectrum 128, I believe is what it is. Okay, so let's kind of go around this device here. Here are our joystick ports. We have joystick 1 and port 2. They call it Joy 1, Joy 2. I do have a joystick back here. If we get time to look at it, we'll do that. We do have some special buttons here. So there's a reset button right here. There's a drive button, which I have no earthly idea what that is. There's an NMI button. No earthly idea. Have no clue what those buttons do. We're going to have to probably get the instructions for that. The SD card is here. Now, I do like this. Now, this is... My understanding is this is not, that's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Check that out. That is really nice. I like that they've imprinted that or put a little label on it. Really nice. This is not spring loaded, just in case you're wondering. This is just a slip in and slip out, so not spring loaded. I have to say too, I really appreciate the decision to do the full-size SD card. And again, it's got the micro in here, I think. Let's see. Let's check and see. I think there's a micro in here. I think. Yeah, there it is right there. So they've put a little micro in there. So I do appreciate that they're using a full size, because I just think that's better for these devices. So let's go ahead and put that back in there, right there. Along the back, we have our 9-volt DC in. Looks like it's center positive right there, and negatives on the outside. And that could be important. There's something here. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Digital video, ear mic, audio out, RGB, keyboard, mouse. Now, interesting on the RGB, there's no screws in there. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why they did that. Surely a design decision. Could probably put a couple of those in there. And then it says right here, USB, but there are no USB ports. I don't know if you can see that. Those are covered up. So I'm not sure what that is. Again, I know nothing about this. So kind of the fun part is I'm getting to experience this all from the very beginning. So it's kind of fun. I'm kind of digging this. Let's go back. Let's see, did I get this side over here is just the rounded edge of here. Now on the bottom, you can see that we have screws. If we need to get inside here, we can. We do have, this is nice, some feet right here to angle that keyboard up a little bit. And then let me go ahead, and this looks like we can pull this out. This must be the expansion port. I think this is the expansion port. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Hold on. There we go. So there is the expansion port right there. And I assume that is so that we can plug on things like those tape drives that they talked about. I will probably not be using much of that at all. This also has digital video debug, but that's covered too. So I'm not sure what that's about. So let me go ahead and put this back on, because I probably will not use this. All right, I'm gonna look in chat here in just a minute, but let's take a listen to the keyboard and let's see what it sounds like. Oh. It's not clicky keys at all. So the Mega 65 has Cherry MX switches, but these actually feel really nice. Here's the thing about this. They feel like I would expect them to feel looking at it. Ooh, I kind of like it. I like that keyboard. The layout we'll have to see as we use it, but man, feels like it's got some good travel on it. Let me see if I can show you the travel on this thing. So you can see that as I push right here, see it goes pretty deep. It is a chiclet style keyboard, but it's not like a Mac. It's going pretty deep in there, so you get a good touch. Here's that keyboard if you want to see it a little bit closer. The other thing I do remember is you have to use keyboard combinations to put in commands. You can't just type in a command, so that's kind of weird. And maybe that's for the older generation of ZX Spectrum. Maybe the new one you can actually type commands, but I kind of remember they don't. So the keyboard, true video, I don't even know what that means. Inverse video, I guess. So there's just a lot of different things on here that I really am not familiar with. Now, let me say, I'd bust a lot on Mr. because I hate the concept of Mr. The reason I hate the concept of Mr. is not because it gives you access to all these great retro machines, is because it doesn't have the keyboard. It doesn't have the original keyboard for the systems. And for me, well, that's not a view you want. And for me, that's always the experience, is how did you interact with that original computer with its keyboard and its layout? And that's part of the experience. So that's why I've put off ever doing anything with emulation on the ZX Spectrum, because I wanted this experience, the real experience. So we are going to hook this up. We're going to do some capture. We're going to put power on it. Before we do that, let's bounce into chat and see what you guys think so far. So let me see. We've got about 24 of you. Hey, good to have you all here. Thanks for joining. That's a pretty good crew for me actually on a Sunday afternoon. So thank you so much for joining. Let's see. As a Ukrainian, I'm appreciating you call it ZX Spectrum and not ZX Spectrum. You're very welcome. You know, I asked earlier, should I do that? So Clockwork Planet, it is great to have you here. I am definitely sure this is your first live stream with me, so it's outstanding to have you here, and glad you're appreciating me trying to uphold the culture of your country when it comes to Zs. Okay? And I know our neighbors to the north, that's what they used to, so it's easy. Hey, Rudy, good to have you here. Rudy's Retro Intel is in the house. Everybody say hello. And Ms. Love just took care of that for us. Outstanding. Mr. Landfill, I got called away, but I am back. Well, we are so glad you're back, Mr. Landfill. Just caught up on X2 speed. Nicely done. Way to go. Way to get caught up. The manual is sweet, Taro. I'm really appreciating that. Will you tear it down? I will not tear it down today. Will I tear it down at some point? Absolutely. But not today because I want it to work at least once. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll do that. I'm thinking for a future. I've got a couple of live streams I think out of this. We need to really dig into the games. We could also do a teardown because I do want to find out if there's a Raspberry Pi in there. Will I know that when I boot up? See, that's the thing. I'm so not versed in this thing. I don't even know if I'll be able to boot up and tell if there's a Raspberry Pi installed. That's how bad it is. Shame you can't get that for the Ingo. The manual, is that what we're talking about? I think that's what you're talking about. The manual is really nice. I'm looking forward to digging in. Reminds me of the original Spectrum manual. Okay, good to know. Thank you for that. I kind of wanted to know that. I love the user manual style. So it's good that some of you who've experienced that have shared that it is similar. Good, thank you, Taro. The manual is available in PDF. I have got to go look for that because I want to be able, I've got some traveling coming up that I've got to do this week, as a matter of fact, for business. It does involve an overnight or two. So the good news is I can just take and I can be reading through that. And I don't want to take the manual because that'll get busted up and messed up in a bag. And I really like to protect those. You know what? Do I have I was wondering if I had the Mega 65 manual handy so that you could see the difference. Let's see. I thought I had it over here. I do not. I cannot believe I don't have my Mega 65. What did I do with my Mega 65 manual? Hold on. Hey, I know I've got somebody who likes this. Hang on just a second. All right, I'm back. Here's the Mega 65 manual. So for those of you who didn't see that, and I will say that I think see, it's got the slick pages. I really like the Mega 60. I'm kind of fond and partial to the Mega 65 manual. It is in color as well. I do think just the overall quality of the Mega 65, especially it's got this nice cover here. It's got the harder stock for the front and the back. I do think probably the quality of this manual is better. Now, that's just the quality of the print. I have no earthly idea if the interior quality is better, but that's just a really nice manual. So I thought I'd just share that with you. Let me see. Oh, the sizes are, let me put them here together so that you can compare them. Not that this is a comparison between the two devices, but it is just kind of nice to see how two different groups kind of went about their version of recreation. They're both, I love this, they're both spiral bound. That's a necessity if we're getting our recreations from the 70s and 80s. So there you go. Just thought I'd share that with you. Lots of good stuff there. Man, it is so great to be in the retro computing hobby right now. It's like the best time ever. And I've been trying to tell students that. So I'm trying to get some students involved in this hobby as well. Retro Alarm says it was for sale on the WASP website, but it has sold out. What was for sale? What did I miss? Do you enjoy torturing us? I do. Yes, I do enjoy it. And I'm chatty too. So $750 for the Mega was a bargain. It was. Yeah, for everything you get. I don't disagree at all. I really enjoyed the Mega. It's interesting that Sinclair came in a little bit cheaper. Keyboards look like the Spectrum. X6, yeah, pretty expensive. Covered ports is where the Pi would. The covered ports are where that's where the Pi goes. There's no Pi. How do you get a Pi in there? I'm gonna have to look at that. Because that looks like a slide-on port. So I'm going to take a look at that. The USB ports are for the Raspberry Pi Zero if you plug one in. That makes sense. And then the digital video, that makes sense. So that tells me there is no Raspberry Pi in here. because they would have exposed that. NextZXOS allows you to type in commands. Good to know. Here in Canada, we say ZX. I thought you did, Rudy. I think I remembered us talking about that a little bit when I was up at World of Commodore. Turn the machine on. I'm getting there. New viewer here, RetroCore, new viewer here, just missed about an hour of your stream. How much is that ZX Spectrum next? I think it was around $400. Let's plug it in before my executive producer reaches out of the screen and you see this around my neck saying, turn that thing on. Part of the experience is this unboxing. Come on, guys. You know just as well as I do that we don't want to rush into these things. We want to enjoy, and it's like a fine wine. We want to enjoy and savor before we actually take that first sip, right? Right? I know you're on live stream. You got things you want to do. I got things I want to do too. I got to run, man. It's winter here in central Indiana, but it's almost 60 degrees outside. I am looking forward to my run today and will be thinking all things ZX Spectrum while I run. All right, I'm going to plug this in. Let me show you what I'm doing, gentlemen. So we are going to plug this in here. We're going to make sure the switch is turned off. It is off. And then we're going to take this, and I've got the handy little plug-in. Man, I love my setup. Just keeps getting better and better. I just keep messing with it. As a matter of fact, I was messing with it today, and I lowered this monitor down a little bit, and I'm really digging it. I moved the camera. I don't know. Have you all noticed there's a little different view back here? Nobody said anything about the different view. I'm kind of surprised. You guys are so, and don't worry, I'm setting up while I'm talking. You wouldn't have anything turned on yet anyway until I'm ready to do this. So there we go. All right. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go to this screen right here, and we are going to turn it on, and we are going to experience this together for the first time. On 3, 1. Oh wait, no, we're not. No, we're not. Nobody caught me. I didn't even plug in video. Look at this, you guys. Tell you what, nobody yelled out to say, hey, you haven't plugged in video. There we go. Now we plugged in video. So we'll be using HDMI. Let's hope that sound is coming through HDMI as well. All right, now let's go ahead and power on. Got a little light. And something's happening, I hope. There we go. All right. What's it say? Taro says, can't believe you two put a commercial in when you're about to plug it in. Don't worry. I will wait. Let me know when you're back. Okay. Let me move some things around here. Cycling all modes. I think I should have done something at some point and I didn't do it. So let me see what's going on here. Cycling all modes. Oh, it's wanting me to find a mode that looks good. Okay. So let me let it do that. I'm a little concerned that maybe I wasn't paying attention. Now I've messed something up. No signal. Probably, let me press space bar here. Looks like, see, we've got our first error. Really? You just always, okay, I'm gonna turn it off and back on. Let's see if we can get this thing back. All right, turn it back on. Okay, there. Cycling all modes, enter selects. All right, let's go ahead and enter. That mode looks good. Let's choose that mode right there. We'll say yes. Okay, perfect. So now it should boot up in that video mode. Ooh, very nice. I am going to check something here. I do have this going into my capture card. That booted up really quickly. So there's 4x3, which is this, and then there's this, and then there's this. Now this is really spread out. I think, gentlemen, I need to be on here. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, but this should, I believe, be in 4x3, and it should be what we're used to from back in the day. So here we go. Let me get rid of that little banner down at the bottom. You can see that looks like we're in PAL, which is interesting, and my capture card can deal with that, so that's good. Yeah, thanks to all of you who have YouTube Premium. Good, because you will be missing the ads if you do that. Apologies for that. I do have I do have, what is it? It's called, there's a switch that I turn on that lets me make some money off of ads. So apologies for that. But it's one of the ways that I keep funding all this stuff. So appreciate you all for putting up with that. So, okay, ZX Spectrum. Excuse me. NextZXOS is an evolution of the system software present on the Sinclair ZX 48K, 128K, plus 2, and plus 3. It has many features to take advantage of the capabilities of the ZX Next. Next few screens describe available features. Okay, we won't go through all of that. We're going to go ahead and hit enter for the next page. So again, let me show you what we're looking at here. So just going to hit this right here. And after booting, a menu appears. At the top is the current speed of the Next. I did not see what it was, which can be changed with the left and right arrow keys. Oh, so if we do left and right arrow keys, which are right here, we can change the speed. That's kind of cool. You can also use a joystick to navigate the menus. Should we plug one in? I think we should plug one in. Let's get one. I have one right here. Let's get the Hyperkin. And let's just go ahead and plug that in. We're going to assume, I wonder if it's, oh, you think? Surely it's okay, right? To plug in the joystick without, I don't want to risk it. Dag nabbit. We're not going to risk it yet. I'm going to wait till I turn it off. There you go. The current date and time will be shown if you have a real-time clock module, which I believe this does. To return to the menu system from basic or the command line, press the edit key. Edit key. Is there an edit key? There is an edit key right here. So that's the edit key right there that they are talking about. Let me zoom in a little bit here for you. So on this view, you'll at least be able to see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and welcome next to the next page. Let's go to the next page. The browser menu. Now the browser is not a web browser. The browser is the file browser. Lets us look at the contents of the SD card. You can load or view supported file types by pressing enter. The highlight is yellow for unknown file types, and cyan for supported ones. Good to know. Some types support alternative action. If you simply press sim enter instead of enter, for example, .bas files are loaded. Sim, here it is. I assume symbol and enter, so I think that is this and this. Symbol and enter would let us do that. I don't see another thing that looks like, oh yeah, symbol shift. There you go. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead and go to our next screen. Here's some more of the file types. 256. Now, I did watch a video several months ago. They were talking about this is like comparable to the Amiga as far as now with video and sound. So that's kind of interesting. The TZX tape loaders, when you first select a .tap or .tzx file from the browser, you're presented with several options, including whether you want to pause at the loading screen. Oh, that's cool. Choose the model of the spectrum the game was released for. If in doubt, try 128 mode. Okay, good to know. Some games will only work correctly on specific models of Spectrum, so press symbol shift and enter in the browser to try another mode if the game does not work properly. Shift, oh man, there is a lot of keyboard shortcuts to know on this thing. I'm sure it'll come second nature as we go, so we'll get there. If a .tap file seems to stop loading without any error, it may be using a custom loader. Such games can only be loaded using the Pi audio option. You will need a Next with a Pi accelerator installed. So I think we've already determined I've got to get a Pi in this thing. I do have an extra Pi Zero. Maybe one of my videos will be installing that. I know in order to do that, I think I do have to tear it down. So the request to tear it down, that would probably be good there. All right, let me go back in here. Let's go to next. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing well on time. Okay, you can press the multi-face button at any time to bring up the special NMI menu. This allows you to save screenshots or snapshots of running game. Oh, that's kind of cool. Or enter cheats and pokes using widely available .poke files. Wow. Pokes and peeks. That sounds familiar. You can also change the input-output .tap files, which you use. There's also some debug tools available. Note that the snapshot facility is only designed for standard 48 and 128 games. It will not save a next specific game. Okay, that's a lot to take in, gentlemen. And then the command line. Command line allows you to run next basic commands and dot commands and see the results on screen. So I have got a lot of Commodore muscle memory. This is going to be tough. Those of you that had and grew up with the ZX Spectrum, I'm sure you're sitting here going, that's all easy stuff, just move on. But it's new for me. This is all new for me. Let's go to our next page and erase file. So erase is the file. Okay, CD, change, make directory. Some of that's kind of familiar, seems CPM kind of based. You can also use NextZXOS dot commands from the command line. A list of these can be seen by typing cat or catalog that. Many will help. Okay, yeah, I got to read some stuff there for sure. NextBasic is the most enhanced version of Spectrum Basic, containing most of the extra features of the, so that's where this is going to be very similar to Mega 65, because they are trying to create the most advanced Commodore Basic in the Mega 65, and they've done a really good job. So it's going to be interesting to see some of this stuff too. Many ZX Spectrum Next capabilities like sprites, palettes, screen modes, and extra memory are also supported with dedicated Next Basic commands. Check out the manual. Okay, we've got the manual. Let's see. CPM Plus, this was the main menu. Oh wait, from the main menu of the NextZXOS, you can choose to run CPM. Nice, which was a leading operating system of the 70s and 80s. Huge amounts of business software. That'd be kind of cool to try out a word processor on this thing and use. We'll probably get WordStar on here. I think I've got a copy of CPM WordStar on the Naboo. I'm sure we can find one here. I wonder how transferable that would be. That would be interesting to try. There's something else I would love to try. Not enough hours in the day, people. When you first select CPM mode, full instructions will be provided. Okay, hit enter. I see a bunch of stuff going on in chat. I'll be over there in just a minute. Let me just finish getting through these things. You can also customize your, okay, so it does have an autoexec.bas, which will allow us to load some defaults if we want to set those up. I think, my understanding is, I did just a little cursory research. I think you have to use that file to set up your Wi-Fi. So at some point I'm going to need to set up Wi-Fi. I have no earthly idea how to do that, so I'm not going to try that today. We will not connect this to Wi-Fi today. And next, wow, there's a lot. You can change your run speeds. Okay, so this is all about that. Okay, welcome, enter the, okay. Press, okay, so we are at the end of our files. Let me just check on chat real quick. I know you were talking a lot about YouTube just a few minutes ago, so I'm not going to get into that on the chat today. If somebody popped in and I missed you popping in, please let me know. I want to welcome you properly. Let's see. Oh, Mark's here. Hey, Mark. Good to see you here. Mark hasn't been here in a while. Good to have you back, Mark. Thanks for popping in. Mark is one of the supporters of the channel too, so it's always good to have you here. He's in the Discord occasionally. It has been a while. Absolutely. No problem. I hope to have a few myself since I had the first video from last week. Core, the name, oh, so share some channels. There you go. Good to do. I kept meaning to look up to see if the Next has other cores you can run on it. Has that been covered? It has not been covered. I don't think there are different cores. I'm trying to remember who shared with me. There is a really, in our Discord, take a look under ZX Spectrum, Mark, because you're in our Discord. There is a link that was posted for another operating system you can run on it that looks really cool. I want to check that out. So same name, Retro Core. So if you need another channel, there you go. CPM on Spectrum. What a world. I know, isn't that fun? Not mine. I only have 3 subscribers now. Yeah, it takes a while, let me tell you. We're slowly growing. We're inching it. We're trying to get to that 6,000. We got to 5,000 right before the end of the year. We're trying to get up to about 6,000. So I appreciate all of you supporting my channel. Great to be here. I've missed the streams. We missed you too at the streams, Mark. Good to have you here. RetroCore, mail me the link. There you go. And Ms. Lava will be happy to put that into chat for everybody. Thank you for doing that. All right, let's get back to the ZX Spectrum Next Issue 2. All right, here we go. We are going to hit, right now, we are going to hit space to start the OS. What I don't know is, am I going to always see all those menus every time? I hope not, because that would get old. All right, here we go. All right, we're in. So this is the browser. It says we are at 3.5 megahertz right now. And if I move, oh, there we go. And I just tried that, so that's pretty easy. All I did was hit my cursor left and right, and what you'll see is that is changing the speed of the processor. That's really nice. I like that. Check that out. Hey, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and leave it at 3.5 for now, and then we can arrow down. That'll give us our command line, our Next Basic, a calculator, a guide. Let's see what else we have more. We have our tape loader, we have our tape tester, our interface. There's that CPM that they were talking about, and supposedly if we fire that up, it's going to automatically give us some information about CPM, and I kind of want to do that, so let's just see what happens. So Gary Lancaster, unmounting RAM disk and images, mounting drives for CPM, finding space. There you go. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's 80 column CPM, folks. That is nice. Mark says, I've played a little with my Next. I've played Hall of Things and Attic Attack. Good. So if you have any, if you have recommend, oh man, I like this. It's taking a while to import it. I'm hopeful this is a one-time thing, or does it, maybe I should have put it in, maybe I should change the speed. Okay, it says imported space. All right, so here we go. Well, that's interesting. What just happened there? Interesting. I'm going to do something here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to change this up, and I'm going to come back down to CPM and find out why CPM didn't load for us. There we go. Now we have it. Very cool. It evidently had to go through the first time. Now, one thing I will say already that I miss on this keyboard. Let me show you this. There's nothing for your home keys. So wow, that is kind of weird because yeah. So here, this is weird because this is really close. So I'm gonna have to get used to that. So there's no way to know where your home keys is. Well, I don't think. Are those bumps? No, that's just the label on there. I think, yeah, those are everywhere. So there's no place to know for your home keys. Okay, so let's just see if I can get used to this keyboard. All right, so there you go. There's CPM. That's really kind of cool. Man, that's a good looking system too. Now, how do we get out? Can I just exit out of here? I don't know if I can or not. I think I'm going to have to. Oh yeah, it worked. Good. I thought it would. Okay, so then let's go back to here. Okay, so that I just want to see that and see if that's working. So that's really cool. I know a lot of people go right to the games, but I'm really just interested in some. There we go. Wi-Fi setup, updater, set clock, set clock. So it's looks like it's a manual setup there, but it's really close. What today is not the first, but and the time isn't right. So let's go ahead and exit. Break that, and let me see. Just curious what that, let's see, tools. I'm just going to see what that Wi-Fi setup would look like. Oh, there you go. Well, that's not too hard. Firmware 1.2, so that should be pretty easy. I'll try and get that done at some point. I do like number 7. If you look at number 7, Wi-Fi firmware update. That's really nice. As a matter of fact, I was talking about that with some of the Mega 65 developers. It's still a pain in the neck to update the firmware on the Mega 65. Got to update the core and everything. So if that works by hitting 7, that's pretty cool. We will not do that today. All right, let me go out of here. And there we go. And let's go into our browser. Let's do the calculator first. I kind of want to see what that looks like. So this is a calculator. 2. Oh no, here we go. I've got to find the plus. There it is. Plus, oh no, that's not it. Plus 2, enter. There you go. So there you go. There's a calculator. So it does have a calculator. So let me get back out of here. Let's go ahead and, oh, that's interesting. 32, 64, 85. Is that the screen width? Oh, it is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, that's really cool. So let me get out of here. Let's go ahead and exit. There's a guide here. Let's see what the on-screen guide looks like. That's nice. You get really cool built-in user's manual for that. That's really nice. Now let's see if I can get out of here with a Q. There we go. And let's go back to our menu and let's go back here. Let's go ahead and exit. All right, let's go into our browser, gentlemen. Let's see what we have. Here we go. Now we've got a bunch of stuff. Let me see what's going on over here. Play a little, yeah, we talked about that. Sending that. This looks cool. Are we hacking? We are not hacking today. No, but thank you. It's not just me then. I'm always missing key press. Oh, no, it's definitely not you. This keyboard is odd for sure. It has got a really weird feel to it. But, you know, it's... Hey, oh my goodness, we've got 31 folks watching. Good to have all 31 of you here. If you are just watching and not in chat, please pop in and say hi to the folks in chat and me and let us know you are here. All right, so here's some, let's just kind of go through the direct. Let me check our time. We've got about 20 minutes. I usually like to keep these streams to about an hour and a half, so we got about 20 minutes. So I'm going to put the screen back up here, and I want you guys in chat to give me a few ideas of what you would like to see, okay? And I will definitely be doing more about this machine later. There's so much to explore. This is what's really exciting for me about this one, is everything is new. It's brand new for me. I'm getting to learn, and I love when I have a brand new computer to experience. And this, I'm getting that from this. Even actually more so from the Mega. Of course, the Mega's Commodore, so I felt like I knew what I was kind of doing on it, although there's still a lot of stuff I don't know what to do. But this one is all brand new. It is definitely an exploration. So highly highly recommend this guy. And I know you just can't get them until there's another issue, but man, this is so nice. All right, let's go back to, I'm going in. So here's your menu. Take a look through there. If you have something that you want me to dig into as I'm bouncing through the menus, put it in chat. Hey, if you could use that question feature in chat and ask the question, can you look at this or can you look at that? As we go through here with time, we'll see if we can do it. So here's apps. You can see we have audio apps here. Here's a DAW demo. Here's next. Oh, it's got a SID player on it. That's pretty interesting. Let's just see if we can get some sound out of this thing. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we have sound. Let me kick up the sound. Hold on. I think I can do this. Let me know if that's too loud. I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. I think you're hearing that. Yeah, looks like you're getting the audio. Sound is okay. Good. Thank you, RetroCore. Appreciate that. Sounds great, Mr. Landfill. Appreciate it. I'm going to dub Mr. Landfill my audio and sound engineer. He is always on top of it for me. I really appreciate it. 5x5. There you go, Tara. Thank you so much. Very, very good. Ms. Love just shared a link for something. Thank you for doing that. I think that is the maybe RetroCore's channel. There you go. Our new member, Retro, has his own channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. We love to share great channels. I plan on looking at your stuff myself later. So excellent. All right, so that works. That's cool. Now, it's interesting. There's a little mouse. You can see the mouse up there. I do not have a mouse. Let's see if we can figure out how to get out of here. Here we go. How do I get out of here? I wish I could plug in I wonder if that's just mouse or if joystick works too. It may just be mouse. Because the joystick is not working. So now I've got to figure out how to get out of here. Anybody know how to get back to the main menu without, let's see, maybe break? Nope. Edit? Nope. Edit. Break. Oh, interesting. If I hold the break, I get this. Let's see. Thank you. It's actually my first video a few days ago with an unboxing. Oh, good. We'll have to check it out. Okay, now I've got, how do we get back to the main menu? Let's see. Where's my quick reference card? If you know, buttons on the side. Thank you, Mark. Buttons on the side. Reset. There we go. Thank you. Got it. Save my bacon. Mark's always saving my bacon. There we go. All right, let's go back into our browser. Again, if you've got something you want to see. Oh, and it remembers where I was. That's pretty nice. Let's go back to our, let's go up. Go up. Let's check out graphics. See what they have in here. We have Pilot Light and Tile Editor. We probably will stay away from those. Let's go ahead and get out of those. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's go into our demos. Let's take a look at a demo. Now, the demo scene on the ZX Spectrum is not something that I really, Martin says increase the sound a little bit more. I will do that, Martin, on the next one. Let's do a demo. If you see something here you want me to show, I'm going to try this. This one sounds good. Spectron 2084. I, again, don't know any of these, but let's see. And this is a .NEX file, which means it is a newer demo taking advantage of this new hardware. Don't hear any sound. Is this a game? Oh, this is a game. Why do I not have sound? Let's see. Let's see if we can get this thing working here. I'm gonna Space isn't getting it started. I have no sound. Yeah, Robotron for the win. I cannot get maybe joystick port 2. Interesting. Something is going on. Let's see. No sound and nothing's working. All right, we're going to reset. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I've got no sound and I don't have... What's the joystick port that most things work on with this thing? Let's see if it says. I'm really upset that there's no sound on this. It's not outputting anything. I've had bad sound. I had to install a beta firmware. Oh, so that could be part of the problem. We're still dealing with some early stuff. The other one worked really well. But I can't even get, so I'm going to restart. Let's try a different one. Now that we kind of know what we're doing, maybe I can get through these pretty quickly. Let's go back up. I do like this keyboard, I will say. Let's see if we can get songs. I heard that beep. There we go. And let's get some more audio here for Taro. Or Martin, I think, asked for that. There you go. Break. All right, so that worked. That broke out. So that must have been a basic program, basically. Basic program, basically. Oh boy, that's bad. All right, let's do one more in here. If you see something you want to see, don't forget use the question feature and throw it in at me. Let's try. Color schemes. Let's see. Oh, wait, what are classics? That's speaking to me. Oh, this tap. Let's try Aeon tap. So it's a tape file. .tap. So it seems to load these faster than it would have been. Let's see. Mark wants to know, what is the question feature? Okay, after that, I will go back here and we'll see if we can figure out what the question feature is. Was that a demo, Mark, or was that a... So this demo is working with sound. Well, it's faster by about 20 minutes at least, right? Okay, let's go back, and I don't know if I can. I'm trying a couple of keystrokes here just to see, but it looks like on these demos we're going to have to actually reset. But I will say I love that you reset and go back to the browser and it's right where you. So the question feature, where was what? Let me see. Mark says no. You said use question feature. Oh, I didn't. I don't ever see that. Oh, you should. Are you not? You're not seeing. Oh, that's interesting. You don't see a place where you can ask for questions. Did I not activate that? Stream settings should be. Maybe I don't. I'm sorry, Mark. I could have sworn because I've had people use it before. Maybe I did not activate it for this stream. I need to go back in and check. So I don't think it matters. As a matter of fact, I think on the desktop is where you normally see it. So I'm not sure what's going on. Let me check real quick. Let me just check on while I'm pulling up something else here for you guys to take a look at here. I am going to go in here to, docs. What's that? It's a no question feature. Yeah, interesting. Let me see here, YouTube. Let me go to my own stream here, see what's going on. And I'm going on the phone because I know I've seen it there. Really weird. It's let me turn the sound down here. Oh yeah, you're right. It is not there. The only thing that is there is super chats and emojis. Oh, that is odd. Okay, evidently, I don't know if I can change. Let me see if I can change something here. Filter. Can't do that. Yep, evidently I didn't have it set up. Sorry about that, guys. There is a feature that I can do for questions, but I did not do it. All right, enough of that. Enough tech support on the channel. Let's get back to the games here and see what is going on. Okay, let's see. Let's go into, where are we? We're in docs. So these are docs. Looks like we have some, I'm just going to go here because that sounds, okay, so here's, read this first. So we do get some on-screen documentation. That's pretty nice. Okay, so that's what that area is. We'll get out of that. And let's go ahead and go back here. Let's get into something that's going to be a little more exciting. How about we go into, let me go back. Is there a way to just jump back to the main? Got to look at my browser. You have a guide, you have links. Interesting. Drive, copy, move. You can do a lot in this browser for sure. I'm going to be very careful not to mess this up. All right, let's go to games. I know everybody's probably interested in, oh wait, let me check extras. There's our RAM test and our next test. Let's just see what happens there. Run a little test here. Oh, that's really nice. That's a great test. Ms. Love says, I did put a link to the machine's PDF manual above. Perfect. Thank you very much. Everybody else will enjoy that as well. I will try and find that a little later on when we get out of here. So there is our test. Let's see if we hit the keyboard. Yep. So you can, as I use the keyboard, you can test all the keys. Pretty nice. That's really nice. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and that's one of the nicest screens I've ever seen, I have to admit. That is really cool. Okay, I know we can't get out of here today without playing some games, so let's do it. Let's get into some gameplay here. Let's go back over here. Browser here, go back. And let's go to games. All right, and there's so much to explore. And I think what we'll do is when I have had a chance to really dig through here, I will find some titles, some things of interest that I found, and then maybe in a future live stream, I'll know specifically, I have a little list and we'll go through and hit those things. And again, I've got a haul of things. That's right. I've got a lot to explore on this little device. You know, this thing is small enough. When I travel, I could throw this in a bag and plug this into a hotel TV if I wanted to do that, and that would make a nice little travel partner. If yes, this is working through my ATM. That's what you're seeing right now through my ATM Mini, Mark. It's working perfectly through my ATM Mini. All right, let's do a classic game. Let's do a classic. I want to do a classic ZX80. Let's do one of kind of each one and see what it looks like. So we don't get a lot. Probably need to do some downloads. Shop Steward, that sounds interesting. Let's go ahead and run Shop Steward. This should be in black and white, right? There shouldn't be any color. Please press new line to play. New line? Is new line the same as enter? I hope. You are a shop steward at a small firm producing consumable durables. You aim to maximize support number of workers. There we go. Okay, production, enter. Okay, so this is a simulation game. Okay, so we've seen that, and that's good enough. We know, and that's what the games were like. So that's really interesting. Okay, so let me get out of here. Let's go ahead and reset. So there's an example of one of the early, that's what I would have seen on that Timex Sinclair that I had experience with back in the day, is just that. And it looks like it even, when the screen is changing, you even get that flicker. There we go. I'll get it out here in a minute because it could not display screens very fast. All right, so let's go back here. So that is from, let's check and see if the ZX81, let's do a 3D Defender. 3D Defender, really? What's this going to look like? Oh my goodness, now we're old school, aren't we? Our civilization is under attack. Yours is the last craft of our once noble battle fleet. You must defend our planet to the last. 250 points will be awarded for each kill, but if an alien lands, 50 points will be deducted. These may be regained. So I've got a lot of games I need to get and explore, that's for sure. Exactly, this is a video game, isn't it? Okay, can I hit enter? When do I get to play? I think it's the question everybody wants to know. Okay. Oh, scramble. There's no sound, right? Because those machines didn't have sound, right? And I would assume these are, there we go. And I have no earthly idea what I'm, collision. No earthly idea what's happening. The keys don't appear to be doing anything. Eject the warp core. Oh my gosh, I know. Space isn't doing anything. Oh, enter just did something. I'm not sure what it's doing, but it's doing something. Okay, well that was fun. This is definitely I want to check out and find out why. And they didn't have keyboards or joysticks, right? Back in the day, you didn't have joysticks working. So I think it was just all keyboard play. So anyway, there you go. That's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and get out of this one. Let's reboot. I kind of dig it though. It is really retro in a good way, right? That's kind of cool. Okay, let's go. Let's try another one. I like that we're kind of going through history on this device of what the games look like. So then after that, we would have gone to the, what's the Z machine? Is the Z machine what I think it is? Let me see. Let's do robots. Yeah, that's ZX Spectrum X module, story loaded. Yeah, so that is just adventures games. That's what I thought. There you go. There's an adventure game for us using Z machines. I was hoping that is what it was. So if you want to play some good old classic adventure games, you can do that. That's pretty nice. There you, oh, look at that. You've got commands to move. That's really nice too. Hey, sound. I have played the heck out of that one. Good, outstanding. Let's go back here. And let's go back in and go back into our browser and let's do the next one. And that would be the, let's see, so it's going to be Classic 48 next. Now this is where we start to get color, right? Is that the way it works? So let's do Dark Star. It seems like I have heard of Dark Star. Have I heard of Dark Star? I feel like I've heard of Dark Star. Ooh, now this is nice. Play game. Now we're not going to read instructions. We're just taking a journey through ZX Spectrum history right now by seeing these games. Hall of Fame. You want your mouse? Oh, want your mouse? No, I don't want my mouse. One. I don't know what. Oh, I don't know what any of that means. So let's enter for options. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, mouse joystick's working. So this is like that other game we were playing. Only it's using it. Oh my goodness. This mouse is out of control. All right, where are you? Oh, let's see if I can get this. Oh, this is hard. Wow. This is hard to play. The mouse is the cursor is super responsive to the joystick. Almost so it's almost impossible to, I can't. Oh man, that's horrible. Uh-oh. Yeah, now they're firing back. Now I'm in trouble. Gentlemen, I am horrible at this game. I don't know what's going on. I can't keep the cursor in one place long enough to. Why didn't that just die? Anyway, this is kind of nice. This is fun. Okay, so this is a Spectrum 48. Okay, so that's good to know. Now let's try and see what a 128 game looks like. Browser. Let's go here and let's do a classic 128. Oh, there's Castlevania. I definitely know that one. Dizzy Crystal Kingdom. And Sans. Well, that sounds interesting. I'm going to try this one I've never heard of. Let's see what that looks like. I think it needs an analog joystick. That's kind of what I'm wondering. Does it really need an analog joystick? Oh my goodness, that would be horrible. I'd hate that. I do not have an analog joystick. I know my Apple, which is right back here, it needs one as well. So looks like keyboard. Start game. Let's go ahead and do number 1. Prepare for death. Here we go. Now the keyboard or the joystick, prepare for death. Okay, gotcha. Well, I don't like The joystick's working on this one okay. Oh, of course, you got to know what you're doing. Yeah, well, I'm definitely horrible at this game. So there you go. Let me try another one in this time period, this 128. Let's go here. Let's go back to our browser. Let's do Castlevania and see what happens here. That's gorgeous. Boy, it's got those specky colors, doesn't it? You can tell they're really saturated colors. Press stop tape and press any key. 2015. Hey Sebastian, good to have you here. Sebastian, I'm pretty sure this is your first live stream. Thank you for popping in today. Really appreciate you joining the Retrocombians or the ZX Spectrians today, whatever you guys are calling yourself today. Good to have you here and joining us in our little live stream of first look at the Spectrum ZX Spectrum Next, the Sinclair ZX Spectrum Next issue 2. There we go. Oh, that's a lot to say. Okay, 19th century. Yeah. Let's go. We'll move on here. New game. I'm going to do normal difficulty level because I was never good at this game. And here we go. Will you look at the... Yeah. Hey, this is good. I like this. And this the other thing I'm really going to look forward to. This is going to give me a whole range of different games I've never played before as well. Not only just the computer I have no experience with, but the games are going to be fun to explore and see for the first time as well. What do you want to kick it to? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to go do my thing. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be fun to play. I'm going to look forward to this. Really interesting how different the graphics are on this compared to a Commodore computer. You can really tell a difference. I don't even know if we can make a Commodore create a game that looks like this with these saturated colors like this. But this is fun. I like this. Okay, so that is, oops, I made a mistake there. That is ZX Spectrum 128 game. Now, let's do one more game, and this is going to be a game that takes advantage of the capabilities of the next platform. And then we'll talk about what next steps are and where we're going, because I think that gets us about an hour and a half. Oh yeah, we're about an hour and a half. So let's go ahead and go back in and try one more. If there's something else, I'll tell you what, if there's one more thing you want to see after I do this game, let me know in chat and I will see if we can sneak that in for you. Because I appreciate all of you spent a lot of time with me today, and I'd like for you to have an option for me to fire up something if you're looking for something. Why did I just do that? Let me go back in here. We're going to go into this one now. This is the next. So these are all some of the new stuff that came here, and I just feel like because of the kinds of games I like, one of these two is going to be the one I'm going to want to play first. And I'm leaning towards Warhawk. Let's go to Warhawk. And this is supposed to show off the capabilities. Oh, thank you, Mislov, the PDF manual there. And I'm going to copy that link so that I can get it later. Can you make it play Crisis? Okay, Crisis after this one. Gotcha. Crisis. Wow. Now this is nice. Now this is Warhawk. And I, again, just kind of wanted to see how it... Love these graphics. That is cool. 2019 Rusty Pixels. So this is a homebrew. Fire button works. Oh yeah, see, this is right up my alley. Now we're talking. Yeah, you guys have lost me for hours now. This is... So those you just have to avoid. I can't shoot those. And the joystick, like I said, on this game is working fine. So it doesn't need an analog joystick. And here I am talking, not doing what I should be doing, which is shooting them. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, all right. So there you go. There is Warhawk. I will be playing that one. Definitely going to be playing that one. So I did have a Clockwork Planet wanted me to play Crisis. And in honor of this being your first live stream with us, I should do that for you. So let's go find Crisis. I have no earthly idea how to play it. No, I've never heard of it, but we're going to see if, is it in here somewhere? I don't see Crisis. Where is Crisis? Did you see it earlier? Let's see, was it under Classic 128? No. Crisis. I don't know. Is that actually in here? Is there a search? Can I do a search? I don't think I can do a search. Is it a Classic 148? I didn't see that. It was a joke. Oh, it was? What is Oh, are you talking like a... Okay, now you guys need to stop it because I don't know anything about AAA games either. So I gotcha. I'm sitting here looking around. You guys are just having fun at my expense. Goodness. Listen, gentlemen. I'm sitting here trying to show off the ZX Spectrum Next, and you all are messing with me in chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. Thanks for making me look like a fool today. By the way, you owe me because this is my birthday week. So there you go. I got my birthday coming up this week. So shame on you for fooling me like that. So, all right, let's go back in. I'm going to do one more since I got hoodwinked on that whole Crisis thing. Oh, yeah, that is oh, you know what? Yes, that is a game. I'm sorry. I gotcha. Ha, ha, ha. Got y'all. Would be cool if it could run Crisis. It'd be something. Hall of Things is the next game remade for a new system, an old 48 game. Okay, we will do that one. I did see that one. I think I saw that one, right? Hall of, wait, did I? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, there it is, Hall of Things. Okay, we're gonna do one more. And then we'll probably, I think what we'll do is we'll save some of these others. Maybe we'll do another live stream where when I've had time to spend with it and show off a few more things, maybe get it upgraded with the Raspberry Pi, we'll come back in, we'll play some more of these games, okay? So one more game. We're going in. And we're going to play this one. I love this keyboard. This keyboard's really nice, although I'm still getting used to where everything is. Play Blitz Halls, play using Crim's favorite settings, instructions. I think we just play, right? It is a 2020. Let's do one, play the game. Wait a moment. Ooh, whoa, what is this? Oh man, this joystick is not working on this well. This isn't a mouse game. Oh man, that was you. Did you just make me play this because you knew I was going to die like that? Is that why you've got me playing this? Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Well, that keyboard is weird. You actually put your finger on. This is weird, guys. This is home. So this is right here. Ouch. Did I even get that? Oh, I did. Can I do a capital though? There we go. Now at least I'm in there with a score of 2. How about that? All right, let's see if we can do a little bit better. Yeah, I don't like the joystick on this. How do I kill that thing? Oh, shoot. So I probably need to read the instructions on this to understand how this game works, but this is the joystick is really, so maybe there's some kind of setting that will, okay, I wish I was ending on a little game that I was playing a little bit better than this. I think I just died. All right. I am dead. Hey, I scored. Somehow you killed 2 things, collected 0 rings, and somehow scored 4 points. Yes. Oh, ouch. That is bad. Okay, so just trying out this keyboard again. This keyboard is hard to use. All right, there we go. And let me just check on chat here. Let's see what you guys are up to. Will it run Doom? I don't know if there's a version of Doom for it or not. It would be cool if it ran. Ha ha ha. Yeah, happy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I wasn't looking for it, but appreciate it. But I kind of was looking for it because y'all are making me feel bad on my bird. No, I'm just kidding. Very cool. Thank you for that. I played with the keyboard. Played it with the keyboard back in the day. Maybe that's what I needed to try. Okay, Tara, we will try Night Night one more time. Let me just zoom up here. RetroCore said, I never had the ZX Spectrum. I used my own ZX80 and Timex Sinclair ZX81, but unfortunately my ex-wife gave them away to a junk dealer when I was out of the country. That's just wrong. That is just wrong. I am sorry about that. Hall of Things, it should be on there under games. Yep, that's the one we just did. Thank you for that. Clockwork Planet, I think Steven didn't get the crisis meme. I obviously did not. Thank you, executive producer Mislav. Appreciate you. The software seems to be at a more advanced stage of development, results in more professional appearance, don't you? I agree. Things look really good. I know it seems like we're still waiting on some things too. As part of the Kickstarter, I think there's a couple of games that are being developed that we still don't have access to. And I think the other thing I need to do too is I've got an SD card just empty that needs stuff on it. So I'm going to need to find a cool list of ZX80, 81 games, 48, and 128 and start loading it up and getting some games. This would be another one of those fun machines that I could play during holidays, like Halloween. Maybe we play Halloween ZX Spectrum games. I think there's probably a lot there. I've been doing that with the Commodore and just different holidays, so I may look at that as well. So I think it's gonna be fun. Did miss a lot in chat today. That's because you guys were kind of chatty. I appreciate you being in chat, so thank you for that. Let me get down here and wait a minute. Which one did you want me to Night Night? You want me to check on Night Night? So let's do that. Wrong. So many Lex. Oh, that is wrong. Yes. That must be how she became. Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good thought there, for sure, Mark. So, hey, First Ninja is here. First Ninja, good to have you back. Question, do you think it's problematic that the ZX Next is potentially taking customers? I do not. I don't think it's taking customers away. I think in both the cases of both of these, the problem is both of them are only available in batches at certain particular times. For instance, you can't get this machine right now. You can't get this. So unless you find it on eBay, you're not getting one until if they decide to do another one. I think Heinrich is trying to start another Kickstarter 3. I think he would like to get one, but they're just so limited. Same thing with the Mega 65. They're in batches. So order now, maybe you'll get a batch 6 months or so, but they're limited. Now, I think based on their business models, I do believe that Mega 65 will ramp up their production probably faster than ZX. Now, I'm just speculating based on what I've seen because they are hoping to have them available regularly at some point. I've not heard anything about this being available. Now, the one that could draw attention from both of those is if Retro Games, and I was really surprised. I thought Retro Games, this would be one of their next remakes. Instead of the Atari 400 being a British company, I thought that they would come out with a ZX Spectrum. I anticipate that they're coming out with one. That one, when it's available at Amazon, that'll start to pull away, and it'll also bring some exposure. So that's going to be kind of cool. So I think that's a really great question. We'll have to see. Want a quick dad joke? Oh, we always like a good quick dad joke as long as keep it family friendly. Build quality of this is insane. It is. It's really good. I saw eBay selling them for a lot. I can only imagine, and I'm sure they're horrible. So we're going to get a bad dad joke from Mislav. And the reason he's bringing up the bad dad joke is every month in my monthly newsletter, I do a bad retro dad's joke, and they're not always good. I mean, they're really bad. So why is the elevator music so annoying? It's bad on so many levels. Oh, so now see, I would turn that into some kind of retro bad dad joke for the newsletter. So there's a reason you want to subscribe to the newsletter. And how do you get the newsletter? Let me just go ahead and show you one more time. You do that by visiting buymeacoffee.com/retrocombs and join at one of these perks. Okay. So just remember that. And just because I can do it, here you go. I will put that in chat for you with a push of a button. I can do that now. Check that out. Isn't that pretty cool? So that's just another little feature of the studio I've been working on. Also, I will put this too. I don't really push it that much, but if you're interested in merch, there you go. That link will show up in chat here in just a minute. So if you're interested in some logoed merch, that is there. Okay, so Night Night. Let's get in here and let's do Night Night. And then oh, that's kind of cool. Check it out. That is the screensaver. So there you go. There's an advantage of me talking too much. You get a chance for the screensaver to kick in and for you to see that. How about that? And you thought my talking would not be advantageous. What did I just do? Let me go back. Let's go back to our browser. We're going to check out Night Night. And then that's what we're going to do. We're going to go Night Night. After we play Night Night, we are going to go Night Night. Actually, I'm going to go for a run. Some of you are going to go Night Night. I believe Mislav, it's about time for him to go Night Night. Yes, I realize, everybody, that Night Night is Nighttkni. Just before y'all start giving me a hard time again. Where were we? Oh, yeah, there we go. Night Night. Hit it. Night Night demo. Oh, it's a demo. Do we not get the whole game? Is that what I'm reading? Oh, this looks, and turn the floor from blue to yellow. Get ready. Oh, this looks Q-Birdy. Is this like Q-Bert where you change it? Is it 3D? Like the music. Okay, so looks like we just and it looks like joystick is working. Listen to this is kind of fun. Can I jump over this guy? I can. All right, we gotta get this side now. Hey, this is a good one. Thank you, Mark. This is a good one to end on. Oh, I was hoping I could. I'm almost there, right? Oh no, I cannot believe I jumped. All right. I'm running out of time. Oh no, now I've got to get a key? There we go, I made it. Hey, thank you for that. That is good. What's the 4-letter, Mark says, what's a 5-letter word that starts with R and ends in O? I said no, it's not. What? What are we talking about? Retro combs. What's a 5-letter word that starts with R and ends? Oh my gosh, I'm feeling like I really don't know what we're talking about right now. What have you done to me, Mark? What's a 5-letter word starts with R, ends with O? Retro. I said no, it's not. I missed something. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm multitasking. You guys know I can't keep up when I'm multitasking. So, oh man. Retrocomb said, what's a 5-letter word? I said, no, it's I gotcha. Okay, now I'm tracking. It took me a while. Okay, thank you for that. So that Night Night, not bad. Night Night's pretty cool. And if I go to the next level, I assume it's going to be the same thing. There we go. So there you go. There is Night Night. And that looks dangerous. I could get distracted by this game quite easily. Now that I know there's a time limit too. Oh, I meant to go down. All right, so it's a dad joke. What is not a 5-letter word that starts with R and ends with O? Give me a break. Come on, guys. I got you. I'm tracking now. Okay, the games you were talking about currently in development for the ZX Next are likely the new Head Over Heels and Exploding Fists. Yes, both are C65 and M60 should have them too. Yeah, how do I get, where is Way of the Exploding Fist? Because it was on the back of the box, right? Oh, Mark, you didn't need to do that. Thank you so much, Mark. Hey, Mark, you get a little something special for this. You ready? Hold on. Let me turn this off.
The lovely accountant thanks you.
There you go. Anytime somebody drops a super chat, that's what you get. So the TLA, the lovely accountant, put that together for us so we could have some fun, and that's what happens. We have sound effects now, and I've only got 4 set up. So, but thank you, Mark. Really appreciate your support, continued support of the channel. It's always good to have you on. And now I feel like I have been, feel like I've been vindicated a little bit there. But thank you so much for that. Let me see if I can clear this out for us. Got your picture up there. How about that? Perfect. Let's see. Other Mark. Hey, Mark. Other Mark. I didn't realize you popped in there. Played this earlier today as a friend was over who was still to open his Next that he received just before Christmas. Doesn't know how to tell his wife. Uh-oh. You know, I told the lovely accountant upstairs, I said, I'm really excited about this live stream because I finally get to open this thing. And she knew, I told her about it. That it was, 3 years coming, and she didn't give me any grief. So she's very supportive. I have to give her that. Really appreciate her support and letting me do these things and dealing with it. So Exploding Fist can be bought separately. Oh, okay. Well, I'll go look for that. Yeah, I know. Isn't it great? There you go. she is helping with the channel in her own little way. So I really appreciate her doing that. So again, Mark, thanks again once again for bless your tired multitasking brain. You got it, my friend. All right, I think that's it. I think we've done a lot, man. We have done so much. We've unboxed a prison TV. We have unboxed some stuff for a TI. This has been a real retro day, and we have unboxed and played the new Sinclair ZX Spectrum Next 2. I want to thank each and every one of you. Oh, Martin, I've got to, Martin, thank you so much. I got to do this too. Here we go for Crisis.
The lovely accountant thanks you.
And for Crisis, I think we need to do this one, because that's what it felt like, right? So thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Martin is a great supporter of the channel as well. Thank you so much for that. I'm sitting here getting ready to end, and you're sneaking one in on me. So thank you for that. And again, all of that will go to, hey, maybe it'll go for this batch of funds will go for me to buy Way of the Exploding Fist, and maybe I'll play that during a live stream with you. I'll have to check that out. I'll get on the line afterwards and search for that. So just as a reminder, guys, what I do with these live streams, and there's still several. Wow, this was a well-attended live stream. Let me just check here. The analytics for this one is the maximum number of concurrent viewers we had at any one time was 27. We had 137 people popping in and out. So basically 110 people didn't like what I was doing. So of course, Jamie was one of those, and I know he's going to pop back in and watch later. But so that's kind of interesting. But not everybody's into live streams. I get it. But I appreciate all of you being into live streams and joining with me. So what I will do afterwards is I go through and I put the time codes in. So if you want to go back later and get to a specific area, give me about an hour. Well, I'm going to go run now first, but give me to probably around the end of the day. I'll have the time codes in there, and then you can bounce around, go back and check out areas you want to see again. Might pull some of this out for a short, but I do plan to probably do some more content with the ZX Spectrum Next 2. And these types of live streams typically do pretty well for people who couldn't just be available at the time. So I'll probably change some of the video description to grab people who may have interest in it. I think we have done a pretty good job today. Thank you all for helping me dig into this thing and find out what makes it special. It is a pretty cool machine. I will say that spending the money almost 3 years ago was definitely worth it. So appreciate that. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Again, retrocombs.com is the website. At RetroCombs is the YouTube channel that you're watching on. Don't forget, one more time, you can do all of those things. buymeacoffee.com/retrocombs. Thank you all for those of you that gave me a super chat. Appreciate you. And RetroCombs out. See you guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I am out of here. I'll be in chat for just a few more minutes. If you want to chat just a little bit longer, I'll probably keep the stream up for about 10 more minutes so that you can continue to chat and say goodbye to everybody. See you in about 2 weeks. All right. See you guys.